As we come to the end of 2024, this video is all about self-reflection, seeing the progress that's been made during 2024, the lessons that I've learned throughout the past 6 months of me being on YouTube, and also some life lessons that might be of value to any woman over the age of 40 that may be watching this video. So if this is a topic, or if you're curious to find out a little bit more, please stick around. For anyone new to this channel, hi, I am Tanya. I am a rapid transformational therapist and coach, and I empower women over the age of 40 to truly love themselves and thrive in whichever phase of life they may find themselves. So 2024, I had this intention word to describe 2024 for me, and that was balance. I wanted to find the inner balance within me where I could enjoy and learn and grow, but at the same time bring balance between the studying, the healing, the self-reflection that I was doing over my kind of previous 18 months, 2 years of my kind of transformation journey, and at the same time balancing setting up my online business and working with clients, because I didn't want to go back to previous past behaviours where I overgive, I people pleased, and then I burnt myself out. I wanted balance, and that is something that I can genuinely say that I have achieved in 2024. Am I stopped? Am I finished? Absolutely not. I have created the foundation of what balance means to me, and I know what I need to do in order to make sure that I stay in balance. Because there's going to be certain days and weeks where things will go maybe a little bit off balance, but then it's about self-reflecting, course correcting, and bringing it back in to the scope. So I achieved my intention for 2024, but I also gained so much more. The progress that I made both on a personal and on a professional basis has been massive. But I guess the transformation from a career and business perspective is probably been more noticeable for me, because I've got these YouTube videos that are documenting the progress that I'm making. And having reflected back at the beginning when I started this channel in mid-July 2024, I was adamant. I wasn't doing editing. I wasn't doing social media. I wanted to find my authentic voice. I wanted to feel comfortable being in front of the camera. And I think in certain areas, I have definitely improved drastically. But the most noticeable change has been my 360 turn on the social media bit. Now, if you told me in July 2024, Tanya, you embarking, doing this YouTube channel and starting to rethink and reevaluate your views, your thoughts around posting on social media, I would have been like, oh yeah, I might make a little bit of progress, but the 360 turnaround, I just definitely would have never expected. So it just shows that we have all got the ability within ourselves to challenge our thinking, figure out what is keeping us in that loop of thought. Is that loop of thought serving us? And if it is, fantastic. But if not, then we can actually course correct. We can change things. Nothing is cast in stone. We have, as human beings, the ability to change our minds and figure things out that are going to help us, propel us in the direction that we want to go. So I created this channel because I wanted to impact people. I wanted to share my journey and the fact that, no, we don't need to have it all figured out in order to make progress. We don't need to have it all figured out in order to feel contentment and joy and love towards ourselves, to be kind and compassionate. If anything, the journey, the deviation, the pivot, the constant movement and adjustment is an indication that we are really invested in the progress that we're actually making. And in so doing, we're actually sharing our lessons with people that are watching us. And by doing so, they can actually see that they don't need to have it all figured out. But taking action is what matters, because taking the action will enable you to see something worked or something didn't work. A lot of people are focused on what they don't want rather than focusing on what they do want. And I'm hoping through this channel you're starting to see glimmers of this, and you're starting to reflect in your life to sort of see which areas you can actually tweak and adjust in order for you to see progress. So I've changed my mindset around social media and posting. I have been consistent. I've posted 3 times a week, with the exception of the Christmas week. I decided, because people were really busy and I had a lot of content already out there, not to post 3 times that week, but I did post shorts. So in December, I've started posting shorts on my channel, and that has increased the amount of traffic of people coming and watching my content, which is absolutely superb, and it's increased my subscriber count. I've also decided to do similar on TikTok. Now, I'm not as active on TikTok, and maybe the stats are reflecting that. However, it is showing that I'm willing to put myself out there. I'm willing to try new things. I've also done another course through my training school to sort of like start getting a wee bit more comfortable with posting on social media in terms of written format rather than just being on camera and sharing information. So that is something that I'm going to put in place as of January 2025. But the progress for me has been massive. I hope that if for those of you that have been following this channel since the early days in July, or maybe a few months previous to seeing this post, you can actually see the progress and the improvements that I'm actually making. I'm experimenting, I'm trying things out. If things are working, then I'm doubling down on them. If they aren't, then I'm tweaking and adjusting, because it's all part of the learning experience. And in so doing, the channel is growing as well. And the second thing is the kind of biggest takeaways that I'm actually taking away from 2024, and that is having an open mindset. So me saying I won't post on social media, I didn't say that and I was cast in stone. That is what I thought and I believed way back in July 2024. But I have done reading. I read a number of books this year, and they've helped me to sort of like help me challenge my thinking to see, am I coming from a place of fear, or am I coming from a place of my core values do not align with what I'm wanting to do or what I think I should be doing, and therefore there is a conflict between my values and the action that I need to take, or I think I need to take. And that has helped me realize that in a lot of respects there was a little bit of the values piece for me, because I want to have an authentic tone of voice, and I hope that you can see through these videos that I am being honest, I am being upfront, I'm being vulnerable, and I'm sharing that, yeah, we're doing the best that we can, but it's about celebrating the small victories, celebrating the 1mm progress, because there'll be days where we're making leaps and bounds of progress. There's other days that we might be taking a few steps back, and the kind and compassionate thing to do is to slow things down, reflect, see what is happening in our environment, what is happening in our life that's making us slow down. Is it the fear, or is it that our values are not in alignment with what action we're actually taking? And I've also experimented, I've experimented trying new things on this YouTube channel. I've experimented with posts that I'm doing on Facebook, a little bit on LinkedIn, and also about the kind of goals and aspirations that I actually have. And it's about coming up with sustainable plans of actions rather than, oh, go all in and then you burn yourself out. It's about being sustainable and about adding value. And as I said, I know I've achieved balance in my life, because I have had time where I've taken time out and I've played full out. I've either done courses or I've met up with friends, I've socialised, I have had fun in my life, which for a while there wasn't a lot of fun. There was a lot of kind of self-criticism and judgment, and now that I let that go through my self-healing in 2024, I am able to turn up being kind and compassionate and loving towards myself, and not taking myself, not putting as much pressure on myself as I would have done in the past. And as a result, I am wanting to turn up on camera. I am wanting to share. I am wanting to be around people and share experiences. And that is the joy that keeps on giving. The more you put out there, the more you can actually impact people. So I definitely have achieved the kind of balance within my kind of personal and professional life, but I also found balance with my kind of eating habits and with embracing aspects of my past, which I felt shame and guilt about in the past, and coming to terms with the fact that I can't go back and undo what's happened, but what I can do is be kind and compassionate towards myself. That, yeah, there might be some days where there might be a little bit of nostalgia, there might be a little bit of like, things could have happened faster, things could have moved at a quicker pace, but at the same time, I am exactly where I need to be, and I'm experiencing life the way that I need to in order for me to learn and grow. The other thing that I realised is that I did a lot of book reading. When I started in July, I sort of said that I had a target that I wanted to get 3 or 4 books completed, and I've actually probably read approximately about 14 books this year, which is a lot of information and a lot of knowledge. However, the great thing that I've actually done this year, which is different to previous years, is that I've actually implemented things. It's not just acquiring the knowledge, because that is just potential power, but actually embedding and integrating a lot of the kind of tools and the techniques and the lessons into my day-to-day life has enabled me to grow and expand my comfort zone, but also improve the relationships with people in my life. And as a result, I actually feel super proud. Pat on the back to Tanya, and I hope that you can see things that you've done in 2024 where you want to give yourself a pat on the back or a little self-hug, where you can celebrate the progress that you've actually made. And in so doing, it actually motivates you and it encourages you and it empowers you to look ahead to 2025 and see what things you want to either expand and do more of because they worked in 2024, or things that maybe didn't work as well in 2024 and you want to experiment, play and have fun and try new things in 2025. The world is your oyster. This is your opportunity. So as we bring 2024 to a close, I hope you take a few moments of quiet self-reflection where you can celebrate the victories, the progress that you've made, the tweaks that you want to make in 2025. And then when we head into 2025, we are ready to start moving at the pace that feels right for us. So if this has been content that has been of value, or if you vibe with my vibe, please like and subscribe. And if you think that this would benefit someone in your life, please share. And let's increase the capacity and the impact of the Be Heard, Be Brave and Be Free tribe. I truly hope that you sort of join me and we make 2025 our breakthrough year where we actually become unstoppable and we bring alignment into our life. So until the next one, I want you to go out and seize the day. Have the most amazing day. Whatever you're doing, take some quiet self-reflection time and look at and celebrate the successes and the progress in 2024. And remember, there's always choices in life, so choose wisely. Bye until the next one.